Hey, so VEDA day 9, and I'm in a better mood. As you can see, I'm smiling. And I really appreciate, I'm going to give a shout out to Corey and thank him for the cheering up tips. I really appreciate it. It made me smile. And also, I wanted to do an intro video, but my mind went completely blank last night as to what I should say, and I'm not real good about talking about myself. So I prompted that with doing a tag that I've seen going around that is kind of a get to know you tag video. So I'm going to answer those questions, and then you will know who Angel Leo is. First question: were you named after anyone? Not that I know of. I don't think so at all. I don't usually give my name out online because I just don't like to. But for the sake of this video, my name is Kim, and lots of people call me Kimmy. And so, yeah, that's my name, and not really named after anybody. My middle name is Joy. So that is actually kind of named after the song Joy to the World because my dad liked that Christmas song. When was the last time you cried? Probably a few nights ago when I was really worried and concerned about someone. I didn't cry a whole lot, but enough to be sad and need to release tears. That sounded really weird. Do you have any kids? No, I don't have any kids. I am a kid. Such a child. If you were another person, would you be friends with yourself? I would say yes, because I am friends with myself right now. I don't have that many friends, and so I really need a friend, and so I am friends with myself. So therefore, if I were another person, I would probably be like, hey, I need a friend, do you want to hang out? And we'd be friends. Best friends. Do you use sarcasm a lot? Very funny. Yes, I use sarcasm a lot. Maybe not when you first get to know me, but yeah, I really do. I'm very sarcastic at times. A lot of times it's up here in my head, but it comes out. And a lot of times it's just funny sarcasm. It's not like hurtful sarcasm or anything toward people, but yeah, sarcasm is one of the fine services that I offer. Would you ever bungee jump? No, I would not. Actually, that's a hard one because I don't want to be upside down with anything tied to my ankles. That's something that I would not want to do. I might jump a different way where there was some other type of where I can be upright, but I would do this other thing that I saw recently. It was indoor skydiving, and I think that would be awesome to do. I don't think I'd ever really do the real skydiving out of a plane, but knowing it was in a controlled area instead of building, yeah, I'd totally do that. What's your favorite cereal? I would have to say Rice Krispies. There's just something about it. Like, there's like a good bowl of Rice Krispies is just so satisfying sometimes. And it talks to you, and I've always listened to my Rice Krispies, and sometimes I talk back to them. What is the first thing you notice about someone? That's a hard one, because it could be anything, because when I look at somebody, I guess the first thing I see is their face, so, I notice their face, I notice their hair and their eyes. I don't know what it is about hair. Kind of notice people's hair. I guess that is one thing I kind of notice. Hair, eyes. Yeah. What is your eye color? My eye color is brown. Some people say that it looks hazel at times, which I don't really see that. But yeah, it's pretty much brown. Um, happy endings or sad endings? That's kind of a hard one too, because it really depends on the movie. Like, bittersweet endings or are kind of bittersweet, you know, it's exactly what they say. So I kind of like in between, like that. But I actually prefer up in the air endings where, you know, you can think about the show or the movie afterwards and wonder what actually happened, and it keeps you talking constantly. Even years later, you wondering about what could have happened, you know, after the show. I like those kind of endings the best. What is your favorite smell? I would say my favorite smell is fruity smells, like anything fruity, like a fruity shampoo, although, or a cherry blossom. I love that smell, like the cherry blossom sakura trees in the spring. Or I have this Suave cherry blossom shampoo and conditioner that smells out of this world. I got this candle at IKEA. It's very, very fruity. It's like biting into this thing of fruit, and it's just amazing. I love it. Also, I love cupcake smells, things like that. Really yummy cupcake smells. I got this wax melt that's supposed to be cupcakes, and I melted it, and it smelled so good that somebody thought I was baking a cake in the house, and I wasn't. Summer or winter? How about winter? That would be spring and winter, because I'm not a huge fan of summer. I like spring and fall the best though. So I'm gonna go color outside the lines and say fall is my favorite season. Not gonna pick summer or winter. Fall and spring are my favorite. Where is the farthest you've ever been from home? I would have to say I haven't traveled that far. The only other country I've been to is Canada. So I suppose I would have to say Canada is the furthest I've been from home above, but that's not really that far because it was pretty close to Washington still, so I would say the furthest would probably be New Hampshire and Boston and that whole area. Do you have any special talents? I'm weird, does that count? Drawing maybe, because I really, really love to draw and do crafts, and I think I'm kind of good at it. You could check out my deviant art that I have listed there, not that side there. And yeah, if you're curious, so that's that. But I don't think this is considered a talent, it's more of an ability, but I am kind of empathic. I can feel things very, very deeply, intensely, and sometimes I don't quite know what's going on with certain people, but then I find out later that they were going through something and I felt it. Where were you born? Here in Washington, and I'm still here. So, what are your hobbies? My favorite thing to do is draw, and sometimes I don't get to do it as often as I would like to, but I really love drawing, coloring, and anything creative, anything that I can just get my hands on and make something, anything crafty. That's a hobby for me, and vlogging is now becoming a hobby that I like, and it's kind of helping me with my confidence a little bit and helping me to not be quite so shy, but I still have some issues with it concerning other people and stuff like that. So, but yeah, drawing and anything having to do with art, creative stuff is always a hobby for me. So, do I have any pets? Yes, I do. I have a dog named Velvet, who is a black lab slash Springer Spaniel, and she's very furry and sweet. and I love animals. I would have way more if I could. I love going to the zoo, and I always wanted a horse. That would be like the most expensive thing I would want to own in my life, would be a horse. And so I live with 2 cats that tolerate me. They're not really mine. I'd like to have a cat that actually liked me. And I have a hamster, and this is her. She is named Trixie, and she's just a sweet little girl. And so I have had lots of fish in my life, but I really, really miss my fish, especially Gogu and Walter. They were probably my favorite fish. Gogu was a beta, and Walter was a fancy goldfish. I think, I'm not sure if he was a calico, but he was a fancy goldfish, and I just really miss them. They had a lot of personality, and I want to get a fish again really bad. I really want to get a beta, but I just don't want to go through the sadness of losing another one right now. What is your favorite movie? I have a lot of movies that I like, but this one is my absolute favorite. 12 Monkeys. And I've always loved this movie. I mean, ever since I saw it, I had to see it in the movie theater. I wanted to see it 12 times, but I didn't get to see it 12 times because I took it away before I got a chance. So then I rented it as soon as it came out on video, and since then I've seen it several times. It's a movie that I can watch over and over. It's one of those movies, like I said, that it has an ending where it always keeps you guessing. You're always wondering, you're always questioning, and you're always thinking about it. And it has insanity in it, which I love insanity, and it's just an awesome movie, and I love it, and it's the best movie ever. And I often quote it. Like, I think about a scene or a line from this movie every single day of my life. And I kid you not, I say something about this movie. You can ask people, and I'm like, I just quote it a lot. I love this movie. I am insane, and you are my insanity. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have 2 siblings. I have 2 sisters that are older than me, and one lives across town, and the other one lives in Kansas and has kids, so I have nieces and nephews. What do I want to be when I grow up? This is a hard one because I'm basically grown up, but I'm not grown up. At my age, I should be something already, but I'm not. I mean, I kind of am, but my life took me down another path than I expected it to go. I always wanted to be an artist ever since I was a kid, and I still want to be an artist. I just don't know what kind of artist or what I can do with my arts. And that's just something, I always want to do something creative. That's my dream, to do something creative. For a while I thought maybe I wanted to teach art, but I'm not sure about that. I just know that I want to do something with art, and it's just driving me nuts that I haven't been able to do that because I don't know how. And I went to school and learned about exercise and got a certification to be a personal trainer, but I'm still kind of trying to pursue that right now and around that kind of field, but to be honest, it's not exactly what I want to do, and so I really want to do something creative. I really do, and that is driving me nuts. I keep thinking about it like every day. I love art. Anyway, so who do I want to tag next? I don't know, because I don't really have any friends. I don't have any friends that I would know who would do this or want to do this, but if you're watching this and you need a video idea and you've never done it before and you want people to get to know you, it's a good way to intro, because like I said, I didn't know what to say, so it's kind of a good way to get yourself out there and let people know a little bit more about you. So I tag anyone who's watching this. So that's about it. That is VEDA Day 9 over with, and I hope you liked that I actually had an intro this time, and I will see you tomorrow for Day 10.